very unhealthy, and it's a practice that's been going on for over 50 years. There are people on the council, and I really mean this. We need to pray for them. My heart goes, and I have this in my heart, truly, that some of these council people believe they're doing what's good. But they are bigger victims of the problem because most of them, or a lot of them, are Hispanics and blacks or low income. And they cannot get other water to avoid fluoride. And babies are getting, it's a very
yes,
serious,
but I'm on television
really
right now.
serious. And I feel bad for especially Jennifer Gates. I know she's a Christian, or I believe she's a Christian, I've been told that. Her father is Roger Staubach, and he had always, he was a football player.
Call me back.
And he made it very well known as a Christian. And they were very well known he was a Christian. And my heart goes to her because she's a nurse. And she said to me, Regina, I understand your passion, but I'm a nurse, and fluoride is good for the teeth, and I worry about these poor people. But she's misguided. She's been blinded by her teaching, which was not accurate, and now new research is out, yet so the status quo, they can't see the truth. So I guess I would pray I would think blinders would be taken off of these people that have a good heart, and they're trying to do what's right, so that they can truly see what is right, the truth. And then also for the there's bad people that don't care about all these things, it's just they care about the dollar. And I would pray, please, that they get cycled, or whatever it's called, because I just pray that a lot of people show up tomorrow. We're calling people out to come at 8 o'clock in the morning. We unite together. We'll pray before we go in. And we need to, the sitting council, because tomorrow the vote is going to take place. And people in general that hear about this, they'll say, this doesn't make any sense. They're trying to help our teeth, yet we're drinking it, and it's hurting the body.
That's right.
So I guess I talked long enough. I don't know.
Well, no, you're absolutely right, and your concerns are very valid, and I know that, and we all know that. Let me just simply say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on the West Coast. She's in Dallas. I cannot be in Dallas tomorrow. I'll be here on the West Coast. But we have a little saying here on the Wiley Drake Show when it comes to going to council meetings, going to Congress meetings, going to all kind of standards where we stand up and find out and fight back. And we have a saying, and that saying is boots on the ground and prayer in the air. Now tomorrow Regina will be boots on the ground. She will be there in Dallas, and I'm going to have her in just a moment tell those of you that are listening in the Dallas area within driving range or flying range, and if you'd like to be boots on the ground with her, you can join her. Now that's number one. Number two, I will not be there, Regina. I cannot be boots on the ground tomorrow, but I can be prayer in the air. Now, that's 8 o'clock Dallas time, right?
That is correct. 8 o'clock Dallas time. The vote will take place probably more like 9 o'clock, 9:30 or 10, but we'll be praying around between 8 and 8:30.
All right, so you'll be praying around 8 to 8:30. Okay, that's 6 o'clock here in California.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Regina will be boots on the ground with some other folks. We will be prayer in the air because we will have this conference call prayer line that she called in on. That prayer line will open at 7 a.m. tomorrow, 7 a.m. Dallas time, and we will still be on the prayer line, and we will be praying for Regina, and we'll be praying for this is a city council meeting, is that right?
That is correct, yes.
All right, and this is Dallas City Council?
That is correct, yes.
All right, now if we have people on the ground that would like to be boots on the ground, like Regina, where do they go? Now you said it's at 8 o'clock Dallas time. Where do they go?
1500 Marilla Street. That's the City Hall building. And And it's a very obvious building for people that are in the Dallas area. It will be up front. There's one main entrance that everyone has to go into. And we'll gather together from 8 to 8:30. And we'll be handing up stickers, and then we'll go in. You have to go through security, and by the time we get up into the chambers, it'll be a little before 9, and the meeting will start at 9.
All right.
The council meeting starts at 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 or 3 points. Number 1, you can be boots on the ground there at City Hall in Dallas, Texas, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock Dallas time. Now, if you can't be boots on the ground, I'm going to be prayer in the air. We will be prayer in the air. This prayer line will be open. And Regina, I know you're going to be busy, but if at that time, if at 8 o'clock in the morning, or even a little before, but at 8 o'clock, if you could call in again on this prayer line, we will be in our prayer meeting, our early morning prayer meeting here. We're on at 6 o'clock in the morning. Actually, we're on at 5 o'clock, which is 7 o'clock your time in Dallas. But this prayer line will be open, and we would encourage you to call in anytime you can after 7 o'clock our time. I'm sorry, after 7 o'clock your time, and share with us how to pray and how you're praying and so forth. So, boots on the ground, folks.
I will definitely do that. We have several people in the group, like, Erin Davis will be there, and she'll have her phone handy, because you're right, I may have to be doing some things, but I definitely want to be on board with this. This is awesome. Can I mention one more way that they can get involved in Dallas? Okay,
number 1, folks, boots on the ground in Dallas at City Hall tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Number 2, prayer in the air. Call this prayer line number, and I'll give that later, the prayer line and the access code. And that's the second way you can be involved. I won't be in Dallas, but I'll be with you in prayer on this prayer conference call. Now, how else can they be involved?
Okay, people can call in to the city secretary today if they're in the Dallas area, and they don't have to be in Dallas. Dallas has a lot of suburbs, and for this issue, you can come from anywhere close, and you can call a number, and you can schedule to speak 3 minutes before the council, before the vote. If you call in before 4:30 today to City Hall and request that you get to speak before they take the vote on the fluoride.
All right, folks. Go ahead and give that number.
214-670-3738. And at any time today, they can call, anyone can call and tell the city secretary, I'm calling in to say vote no. If they're not able to come tomorrow, they can use that number also and say for the vote tomorrow that's going to be taking place on fluoride, I'm calling in to register my purple vote no.
Yes.
And then if people that are able to drive here from any surrounding area, you can come from wherever, but let's be logical if they can get here, they can call in today before 4:30, and then they'll be able to speak tomorrow to the issue for 3 minutes.
Amen. For 3 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, that's plenty of time to let them know that you want a no vote on this fluoride thing. So there's several ways. Number 1, you can go and be boots on the ground. Number 2, you can be prayer in the air. Number 3, today even. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm a pastor, I'm a preacher, and I preach. And I'm preaching to you that you ought to call that 214 number and register your complaint against fluoride. And I'm preaching to you, but I'm going to practice what I preach. After I get off the program here in about an hour, I'm going to call 214-670-3738 and say, hi, my name is Pastor Wiley Drake. And I want to voice, an opposition to the vote for fluoride in Dallas, and just register my complaint. And you can do the same thing. You don't have to be a pastor. You don't have to live in Dallas. You live anywhere you live, but you